even on the computers, I thought you were talking about I no longer have my okay, yeah, the desktop audio is far too loud. Let's see if that makes any difference. I'm listening to it back and it's just like da-na-na-na. Okay, yeah, that's alright. That will do. I need to kind of be able to see chat, so I don't know how I can do this. I'm gonna have to keep looking down, I guess. Oh, I'll just put them in there. Doesn't mean I'm gonna have to keep looking down. Oh well. Okay. So, first stream of the new year, I thought I'd make it special. Use webcam, so you're welcome. Hi. Same clip. That was really good. I'm really good at saying names. Hi, welcome to stream. How are you doing today? We're going to be playing a Doki Literature Club. Okay. So I think we'll just jump right into it. First stream of the new year. Here we go. Oh, engineer. Ambi. My keyboard is so hard. Hard to like see it. Sorry, I just want to keep checking chat. This is really difficult. Let's charge. I'm just gonna kind of prop it up and hopefully it doesn't fall and scare the living life out of me. Okay. Hey. Oh. What a risk. Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself. Also warning, I may or may not struggle to read, so just fair warning. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I just want to check. Just fix my hood. Ow. Anyway. But if she's gonna chase me like after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oops, wrong one. Oh my god. My mistake, pressed the wrong button. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Is this my first playthrough? It is my first playthrough, yes. I have seen the Yori path though. But we're going to take the Natsuki path on this one. Hi! Oh, by the way, hi! From me as well. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. I don't know. That's mean, I'm being well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. That's what I imagine that sound is. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ambino, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did? Or did I? Sorry. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of the many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. My hood is doing my head in, but I need to keep it up. That was fun. My phone just fell over. Okay, hopefully it doesn't. Oh, there it goes again. Okay, let me just sort the life out. No, wrong one. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn to socialise or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy right now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll have a look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Oh, sorry, shook the computer. The school day is ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wanted me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realise I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Huh? Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you even care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! Well, she said yes, but I see it. And today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the classroom. Well, I need to make voices of so many of them. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Ambino, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Oh, words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognise. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yori, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yori, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Ambino. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Oh my gosh. My phone just likes to go away. I don't know where else I could put it. Okay, I'm gonna put it like that and hopefully it'll stay. Oh, I keep doing that. Wrong button. Oh, Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Ambino. We've made room for you at the table. You can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Yori. Natsuki and Yori walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yori opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not you, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Oh, this talking. I'm eating grapes. So I'm sorry, but I'm hungry. Yori returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yori's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yori looks away. I meant You know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yori faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Um, I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. I feel like nothing but arguing around. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yori also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to starting something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Ambino, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, after seeing Yori's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yori? Well, let's see. Yori traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep, complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yori goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yori might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Dwayne the Rock Johnson, sorry. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yori. For someone as gentle as you. I guess she could say that, but if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horrors are very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over at me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you normally write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. So deep. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yori? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yori. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yori look quizzically at Monika. Just fix my hood. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we will all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ambino? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth on what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Ambino, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really came here just for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks at me once more. Ambino, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yori and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Ambino, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Hi, Heart of the Sea. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yori, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. Just Monika. Just Monika. Hi, Eclipse! Welcome! Happy 2019, I haven't seen you since last year. How are you doing today? And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favourite club member will like. Something good might happen to whoever likes your poem most. Okay, we're going with Natsuki's route today. Just got home from school, really tired. Oh dear. You're the Easter egg finder. What Easter eggs? You'll have to tell me. I don't know any of Doki Doki's literature. Easter eggs. Okay. Fluffy. Lollipop. Cheeks. Sugar. Playground. Skipping. Promise. Oh, can it? That's interesting. Party. Oh, so you already like that one. Chocolate. Heartbeat. Childhood. Oh, so you already like that one. Anime. Hope. Oh, sparkle. Oh God, don't want to make this a cute. Giggle. Bouncy. Funny. Bless. Oh God, I hope I made that Natsuki one. Hi again, I'm Bino. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Sorry, I'm eating grapes. Do you want to know in the end of Act 1, yes or no? I'm not sure what that means, but I think I'm alright just playing the game for now, but thank you very much for offering. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I did. I got a cam. Okay. Where are you going there, Hardesty? Thanks for keeping your promise, Ambino. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Yeah, I do know. I haven't played the game, but I've seen the game before. By not Natsuki's route, but I do know what happens. So I mean, I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know why. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Yeah, I know about the files. I'll be keeping an eye on them. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki seems to find herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. So if they've defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ambino always gives his best. I'm a his, okay? I'm a his. His best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Delete Monica real quick. That'll probably break the game. by what's it called? Jump straight into it. I'm mainly here to see Natsuki's route. Doesn't it? I didn't think it would, honestly. Because it'd like defeat the whole purpose of the game. I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Ambino can become good friends too. But, Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in. Oh, Yori even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori, you made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yori. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Yeah. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yori reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Thank you, Yori. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled club activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yori's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh, I hear Natsuki utter a skip. She seemed to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Okay, 1 second guys, I'm just going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. Okay. Should be back. Where's... Oh, it's there. Okay. Chat's decided to restart. Great. Oh wait, what's that? Thank you for the follow, Heart to see. I don't know whether the notification came up. It should have. Thank you for the follow though. I appreciate it very much. Okay. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organised if someone else is just going to mess it up? I need some water. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Yeah. That's later in the game though, not yet. Sometimes manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Oh yeah, I think I've seen a video on that. Yeah, I think. Hi! I really don't know how to say that name. You'll have to tell me, but hi, welcome to stream. Natsuki snatches it out of my hands. She then turns to the box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. She's seeing a box with one book missing. With one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. Vasily. Vasily? Please tell me if I said that correctly. I tried. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Ambi, now. You're C. Okay, I'll call you C. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls the first volume of Parfait Girls out from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. That's like the motto of the game now. Don't judge a book by its cover. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire striking animated feminine poses. Like these guys. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Oh! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Oh yeah. I mean, it is a long game. It's like a good couple hours long. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. I don't know what that says, I'm sorry. But if you know English, that's great, because then I can understand what you're saying. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signalling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take a seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Oh yeah, scary. It gets really freaky. like she's watching you. I get it, yeah. This is just the start of it, so far we're safe. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. Do you have a Tumblr? I do not, unfortunately. I do, however, have a Twitter and Instagram. If you just scroll down, they'll be down there. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen her actually do that, and she can like know your name sometimes, like your Steam name. Yeah. It's only a few seconds. It's really good, this game. It's like so good. But this is my first time playing it myself. Like, I've watched playthroughs and stuff. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, claiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Natsuki X Yuri. That's a weird ship. I don't think I could ship that. They just don't seem to get along. They could be friends and such, but I mean... Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through other volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Demons and cupcakes. Yeah, basically. Hey, you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really fun chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at an ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like, when they get to their backstories. I know, I'll go into the file, so I don't think it'll actually show up on stream because I've got window capture on. And when some of the romances start to happen, that's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. 1 second. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Excuse me. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, we've got another picture. We read on the floor for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something with someone you like. In the next round of the game, the next timeline, something creepy happens here. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. Do you know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less those who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, just can't win, can I? No spoilers in case anyone in chat hasn't seen the game, please. Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, I'm here, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Geez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her fingers on one of the panels. Minori is my favourite character. You always feel bad for her since she's so unlucky. Well, it gets especially bad when... I know you didn't, but I mean, people might not know that this is a game where people die. So we just I mean, there's not too many viewers, but just in case there is someone who pops in and gets a spoiler who doesn't want one, we don't want to ruin it for people because it's that good of a game. I'd hate to ruin it for someone. I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But I can't speak. If she's not used to sharing her favourite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Interesting. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to yourself. I read that wrong. Okay, everyone. Huh? Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry, I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Huh? Ah! Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it to Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb, just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try and get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Well, all these creepy things don't start happening until later in the game, so when we get to them, you can tell me. But for right now, we're just in the normal stage, the first round, so we can't get any of them yet, all the creepinesses. I stand up. I return to where I put myself and carefully slip the book in my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yori reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm going to go with Natsuki. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, I'll start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when reading this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Sorry, I'm getting really rubbish at reading. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me a dumb poem and make me go, well, that's great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're so self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Ugh, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write a poem about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring down the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. What should I show you next? Let's go to Sayori. This is a good poem, Ambino. Are you sure this is your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Ambino. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only a really good friend or really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her after all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori. Oh, click on. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? Just Ambino. Just Ambino. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. We'll go to Monica next. Hi, Ambino. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Ambino. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Ambino. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. Yeah, she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yeah. By any chance have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad, and sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they were written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that could apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I guess I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Excuse me. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. I wish there was, they did give you the option to romance Monica. I probably would have picked Monica. To be truthful. I probably like her the best. But the game doesn't give you that choice. Okay. Hole in the wall. It could have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbour? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. It's too late. My retina's already scorched out with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Scroll down. I realise now that I was looking in. That I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that's the kind of style. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming off kind of strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you're trying so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Oh, my voice is going. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll end up with a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Now we've just got Yori to go to. Yori stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why'd you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! I didn't. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yori buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yori a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their writing style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yori finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that is not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki will be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yori's apologising to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yori smiles dreamily as if this is a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening green-blue hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Well, it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually thought your handwriting was pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Usually I write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yori? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ambino. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in their last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of their past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yori and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Try not to spam, okay, see? Just not too much spamming, please, if you don't mind. Meanwhile, Yori smiles sadly. What's with this language, eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can it be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Ambino did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't expect it to change which I haven't yet. And Ambino liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Since Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yori. Eh? That's not what you're just... Yori stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Ambino appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to do to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ambino started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Ambino, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. And if she could just get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poem so convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Ambino. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Ambino? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Well, we're going on the Natsuki route, so... Yori, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying my feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job of that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. But that's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters, barely audible. Yori. Yori looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like it's not like you need to apologise for me, Ambino. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki had a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yori. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the head. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope it was all worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Ambino. And to be honest, it's a really nice change of pace from lazing around. We got a little too used to. So, my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. But of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monika. Eh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. And Bino, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. Your poems will turn out even better, I think to myself. Did I learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job at impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. And Bino, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yori and Natsuki? Does that thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can't see why they'd make friends with you. Phew. I read that wrong. You know, Ambino, it's nice that I get to spend this much time with you in the club. Not yet, I don't think, because we still haven't... They've got to make the plans for the culture festival, or the festival that they prepare for. and then you got to spend the day with one of the girls, and then it happens. So it's not yet. A little while. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the situation I'm in. Surely being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, before we write this new poem, I'm just gonna take a break real quick to have a bit of a walk because I've been sitting still for ages, okay? So I'll be back in like 2 seconds again. Okay, I am back. I'm just gonna take a quick break. Don't well, I mean just like sit for a minute, have a drink, have some grapes. My throat's starting to get sore from all the talking. But yeah. Eclipse, are you still here? You might have left. I feel like I didn't talk to you enough. Sorry. It's hard to talk to chat when you're doing a visual novel. I'm just gonna have a few more grapes and then we will get started. I am hungry, like, what time is it? It's nearly 3. Right, okay. So we're carrying on with Natsuki. So, Doki Doki. Laugh? Oh god. Games? Oh god, I knew that'd be her. Giggle. Playground. Puppy. Candy. No, not strawberry. Yeah. Shiny. Ribbon. Skirt. Lollipop. These are a lot of just the same. Vanilla. Cheeks. Summer. Play. Oh, that was Theory. Bunny. Kawaii. Boop. Yeah, I think that was definitely mostly Sayori. No, Natsuki. Another day passes and it's time for another club meeting. I've gotten a little more comfortable over the past couple days. Entering the club, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Aunt Bina. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Sorry, fixing my phone. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look in your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned on conveniently forgetting that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that leaves one option. Wah! Arise. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Suddenly Yori giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Ambino to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if they weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Pwah! Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and she tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was that? A cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Haha. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. And it was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, that's why. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm still really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her shoulder. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's really popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have had the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Ambino. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has settled down. Sayori somehow finished her entire cookie. Yori is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah? Don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands, then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter where Minori and Alice found... Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still here. I just had to organise it a little bit. Ugh. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving all these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves, and besides, they're all really pretty to look at when they're lined up. Why would you waste that on a top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall over there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I could reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a bit wobbly because of its collapsible design. Be careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki used her fingers to scoop one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Kya! The box suddenly tips. Excuse me. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah! Losing the balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? Sigh. I said sigh. I'm gonna get a chair. Just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom desks attached, and they're too inconvenient to lift into the closet. Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. but I've already learned my lesson, and so I keep my mouth shut. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Ah, here we go. See, I can do it easily now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends it down on the shelf below. Wah! The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it that told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Gah. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Hup. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girl box set. Easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Ambino. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry, take this one. Then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Huh? Natsuki looks like she just realised, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box! What are you looking at? You're trying to look up my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Yeah! The scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I catch her. The box topples out of her hands and all the books go flying. I got you. Crash! The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Oh, sorry, I need to put my phone on charge as well, otherwise I'll lose chat. Sorry. Just pausing for him. I don't know why. We're just off, I guess. I need to rest my throat. I don't know where I'm going to put. It's just going to have to stay down there. This is getting a mess. Okay. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Gah. She presses her arms straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realise that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross! I don't know what that sound was. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself up to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica, see what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? I've fallen and I can't get up. That was really funny. Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that were scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she desperately is trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it on the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Sob. Natsuki, are you? No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see a tear on her face. I'll help you get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. Let me just lift the camera. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright, well, I'll help clean this up, and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up for a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Huh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them in the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we are done and I hoist the... Poor Natsuki, I know. It's so sad. And I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on a stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Excuse me. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. We sit in the same... I couldn't read for a second then. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed about how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual. It's time to share poems again. I guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. I told you. Yeah. I turn to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Well, we're gonna go with our girl Natsuki first, obviously. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. But now she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way round. You're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy Yori's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you. Natsuki's face freezes, like she's just realised something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey Ambino, did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No! I just told her that... My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Ambino? I don't like that like hit me. Hi. Phosphor. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? On this fine Monday. Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. That was a fourth wall break if I ever saw one. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway. How do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes back and snatches the poem out of Monika's hand. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a really bad habit of doing that. But Ambino wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Oh well, I think Ambino is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like everyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Ugh, never mind. Natsuki? I'll give you the poem, but that's not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't even got to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Ambino is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Oh, this is a big one. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not her friend. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start talking? This is my first time on the Natsuki route, yes. I lost my place. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at reading. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world would be better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. I've read it. I'm trying to go skip it and it's not letting me. Oh, there we go. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yeah, that was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complex issues in such simpler analogies, and it helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like, anyone could disagree with the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks based on the girls that you pick to like romance or pursue. Yeah, they have different routes. So this is Natsuki, and I've gone with her route so far because it's one of the less popular ones that people go to because everyone seems to like Yori. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote this to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid of that if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know, I'm glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so you should consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. No, because the game takes a big turn halfway through. So it's quite interesting. If you haven't seen, have you seen the game before? Just wondering. Yeah, it's got this very, very good ending. It's a very good game. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay? Alright, I will. Who should I show it to next? We'll go to Sayori. We'll just do the same pattern as yesterday. Oh! I like this one, Ambino. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. Yeah, you did it. Oh, yes, you know the ending. Did you like it? I don't know. I really like this game. It's very different to what others. So I'm a big fan. So yeah, I'm going down the Natsuki route just because everyone I've seen play it on playthroughs have gone Yori, and that's just boring to me now. So I'm like, I want to play Natsuki. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if people are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. And if it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Hi, Angel. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. How is your day? Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, it was great. It is, isn't it? It's just so different. It's like I love games that are different. Just saying, it has a lot of jump scares. Yeah, later on. Not yet. We're still in the nice, fun, cutesy parts now. So we're safe for now. Soon we will be in danger. Ugh, why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. If you're asking me, no. I don't think so. delete Sayori. I'm pretty sure if I delete Sayori, it would either break the game or nothing would happen. So I'm just gonna keep going and not delete us yet. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you saying shut it? If you're saying that to Angel, don't say that to Angel. Be nice. Everyone be nice in the chat. Be friends, please. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. You're ready for the jump scares. Me too. I'm prepared. I'm mentally strong. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. No, this is like the first time I have played it myself, the game. Yeah, I would think nothing happens because I think they have this specific code for what would happen when you delete people at certain points. So if you like delete them randomly, nothing would happen. I think. Oh, 1 second. Okay, Heart of the Sea, don't spam, okay? That's just please. We know just Monica, but just not too much. Like you were doing before, I can accept them, but just not the big paragraphs. Thank you. No, but definitely just Monica. Also, thank you, Angel, for the follow. I appreciate it. Let me just fix my hold. I appreciate the follow. I appreciate you taking the time to drop by. That's great. I hope the notification came up. We can have a bit of just Monica, but not too much just Monica. Because I want to be able to see what everyone's writing and not miss anything. A sad poem can give a little rain cloud a little hug. Yeah. If I'm reading that right, yeah. And make a nice happy rainbow. Yeah, I did know that, Angel. You want just Sayori. You know what? I think that's like the third route that no one ever takes is Sayori. It goes like everyone does Yori, a few people do Natsuki, and then like no one goes through Sayori's route, which is pretty mean. But Sayori is just being deleted. Poor Sayori, she didn't get anything. Sayori deserves better. Oh, dropped my phone. I know. I was just describing that to myself, like figuring it out in my head and vocalizing it to stream. I know most people know what this game is and what it's like. Yeah. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Ambino. I should really go write that down then. You really read my poem now? You really? I know what's wrong with my... I can't read. You can read my poem now, okay? No, that's a Natsuki that runs away. She throws up and runs away. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Okay. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle and keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. In a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Oh, I skipped it. Oops. Your favourite character is Natsuki. Oh, nice. Well, we're going down her route, so that's good. Sayori. I quite like Monica. Just Monica. I'm team just Monica. Holy crap. Natsuki, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've really been in touch with my feelings recently. You hate Monica! Oh no! Oh. It makes me sad that she's not even a choice to go after her. Yeah, true. She has bad intentions, but I mean... No, she has... Her good intentions are that she just wants to know you, but she goes about it the wrong way. Like, honey, that's not how we do it. Yeah. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being kept cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about this. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it. I know everything about this game. Yeah. I know, yeah. Most things apart from like the Sayori and Natsuki route, they're the two things I don't know because I've never seen them in playthroughs. Unfortunately. Right, okay. I'm gonna be back in 1 second. I need to get a drink because all this reading, my throat's getting sore. So I'm gonna put a BRB screen up. I will be back in literally 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Got a bit too close to the camera there. Yeah, I in response to your question whether it's worth it, I think it's a really good game. But Oh, mic's on. Where does it cost €10 wherever you are for the game? Because it's free on Steam here. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die. Well, that's true. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Can you skip this part? I could, but I'm just going to read through it because it's shouldn't be too long till they start preparing for the festival. Just got to show them all my poems, so I've only got Yori and Monica to do. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. The DLC. I didn't know that. I didn't know it had DLC. I wouldn't know what it consists of to say if it was worth €10. Yeah, I'm going with Monica. My lady. Hi again, Ambino. That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. I just got confused. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, I just read your comment as DDLC, which stands for Doki Doki Literature. Can't even speak. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with the space on the paper. Choosing where and how to place your words can totally change the mood of the poem. That's why I got confused. so my fault. Yeah, I have beat it before, so I do kind of know where the jump scares are. But we're still a bit away from that yet, so I mean, it's almost like magic. The way I wrote on the lines I wrote the lines really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Oh, I've never played it on stream before. Both of you are new. I've never played it on stream before. I've watched playthroughs, is what I've done. I've never actually played it myself. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. Get ready, guys. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might want to change your mind. Oh, yeah. Yuri literally just keeping you for a whole weekend so that she can decay. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, this isn't even a tip about writing. What am I even talking about? That's my advice to today. Thanks for listening. Alright, Monica, you creep. Can't sub. I don't know. Come on, Yuri. Your turn. I've never seen a playthrough go to the Natsuki route. I have seen playthroughs though. Many. Mostly like the main people, really. Are you still mad at me? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday? Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning I disrespected her. I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants. Oh, interesting. But it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Yuri and Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides... Okay, see you in a second. I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on the desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide her request. Welcome back. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry so much. Sorry, I made that completely up. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. So Yori's been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us exactly what we're going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? But, Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. I do not. This is just my regular computer. I know nothing about it. Sorry, I'm not really a technology person. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So Yori's putting it all on the posters, in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. So Yori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yori shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yori have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we will be able to show everyone that what literature is all about. Yeah, sorry. I'm like, not very good. I just about managed to stream. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons. Because Monica is looking right into your soul. She literally is just staring into your soul compared to all the others. I'm having fun, that's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if that's all it takes, standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yori remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. How about you, Yori? Yori dejectedly glances around the room at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yori. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Wink, wink. Gosh. You'll be fine, Yori. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours, and we're going to practice them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is just all too sudden. Well, if you can't recite a poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem that she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear and confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words into life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yori has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yori's all fired up all of a sudden. Yori clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yori anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yori. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yori's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yori gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost as if It's almost like what happens when Yori gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structures that she enunciates with perfect timing. Okay, see you in a second. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yori keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yori snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she was bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone else joins me afterwards, and we give Yori the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yori holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yori, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yori is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair cheerfully and walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. Welcome back. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her voice was soft and... I missed that. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Ambino liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it must be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. So, who's next? I am indeed. Natsuki? Don't make me go before Ambino. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Ambino lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Cockney. Well, I'm definitely not Cockney. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. I'm sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something you'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. It's alright. I don't think it's very, it's not a secret that I'm from the UK, so it's fine to ask. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude... That's fine. You don't have to type. It's just nice to talk, but if you don't want to, I don't force people to talk. Her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little uninfused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't too bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, you do at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on a face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, through, whatever that said. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. We know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. What else are you usually streaming? In the past, it's mainly been Sims 4, but I'm trying to branch away from that. Hence why I've done Doki Doki today. I'm trying my best to branch out. Like, occasionally I'll probably do Sims 4 again if I can't be bothered doing another game. I'll do Sims 4, but I'm trying to branch away from it on my streams. Because I've just done it too much. It's losing its enjoyment. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. Oh, great. I won't open that file then. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. The Just Monica virus. No, I've not. I've never played that or Undertale. That's like part of that game, isn't it? I'm sure. No, but I have heard of them. I just don't own them to play them, unfortunately. It must be a little nice though. I just don't want to check the camera's not too dark because it's getting dark here. It must be a little nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Ambino, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. You get mad views. Well, I mean, I'm not here for the mad views. I'm just here to enjoy playing games, and I don't know, I'd have to check out and see if I'd enjoy that game first before I streamed it. If I wanted mad views, I'd probably play Fortnite. Oh, I think I played Fortnite once and wasn't really too big of a fan. And my computer didn't like it, couldn't handle it. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Yeah, Undertale. Oh, the sequel. That makes sense. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to. I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Natsuki wants to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I'd still walk home with Sayori. She me mate, me friend. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Natsuki? But she's so cute and fun to be around. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Ambino. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I have made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? Oh really? That's not too long. The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. I just want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? People will die. There we go. Let's see if we can avoid Natsuki. No, not Natsuki. Sayori's choices, because we seem to always accidentally choose them. Rainbow! Oh, and the first one I choose is a is a Sayori choice. Shopping? Yeah. Parfait. Marshmallow. Silly. Poof. Twirl. Play. Oh god. Suicidal thing. Let's not mention that around these girls. Anime. Ribbon. Oh god. Keep picking Sayori. You don't know the Sans meme? I can't do it right, but you know what I mean. Shiny, bunny, pink, strawberry. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Haha. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help me out at the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Excuse me. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, they usually have fried squid. Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right there in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Badumch. My game stopped. Okay, there we go. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yori's. Or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? I just feel like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry about me too much. I read that wrong. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Well, alright, if you say so. I can't speak. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. Here it begins. It's all downhill from here now. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Ambino, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little much, but she seems like a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Ambino. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? Natsuki. For the weekend. I'm gonna go, yeah. What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Ambino. Me? How on earth could you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light has been turned on inside her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Ambino. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her like as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. I don't know anyway. I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try and talk to her. So try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. Um, I haven't played it before myself. I've just watched playthroughs on YouTube, and they've always picked Yori, so I've only ever seen the Yori route. So yeah, basically I'm going into Natsuki's route blind. So partially blind going into this playthrough. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much? Okay, see you in a second, Angel. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. Eh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. Oh, you picked Natsuki. See, that's like a good choice because not many people do that. I was just. Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga that. In her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering me, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming that you didn't feel like talking or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. Welcome back. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, she's getting jealous. You're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. What? You can always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought about it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Uh, don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friend. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Geez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before you know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Well, we're gonna go with our gal, Natsuki. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like, it's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that, or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. She must have been jealous. Natsuki, what? You're obviously not very confident about. You're not very confident about your writing, are you? But what are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? And Bino, please tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, "That's so cute, just like you, Natsuki"? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. Style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey Natsuki, if you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles so that she put into it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem from the desk. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems. So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style isn't anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems I didn't look into it much, but I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yori to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well, but sometimes she's focused on simple happiness, that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realised how difficult it was for her, but finally she forces herself to extend her arms and set the poem on the table. Fix me hair and me hood. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow you will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing... Oh, it went down. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what do I do when it's all torn all apart? My faith is a bit stronger because you trusted in me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. Chat went dead. It did, didn't it? It had a bit of a sleep. Everyone stopped talking. We got so engrossed in the story, let's say. Excuse me. I'm used to dead chats, honestly. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that. I don't like it. I just... a little surprised to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't just say. Yeah. It's okay, you don't have to chat. I understand if people just want to watch. Yeah, I understand. I am sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah, I'm a pro, so Natsuki mumbles, completely failing. Oh gosh, my phone came out. Let's just fix this for a second. Right. Oh god. Let's check that everything's alright. Okay. Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she normally does. Just remember that I can't think of these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful, and I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. I just need to check the camera's okay. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes them back away. Her small soft hand surprised me with her assertion. I don't want it. Why not? I just don't. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I appreciate people just being here, honestly. Follows are great, thank you. I just don't. Jeez. I realise what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she is trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would. Never mind. I'm just glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah, I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat and put away Natsuki's poem. To Sayori. Just gonna do the same pattern of them each time. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I already can tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That's what makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Ambino. Sayori, is there something wrong? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica, Monica, Monica. Hi, Ambino. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Haha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I am holding in my hands. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Ambino. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending all the time with her in the clubroom every day, pretending to like the manga that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If you don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. No, I think you're misunderstanding, Ambino. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yes, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. True, Yuri. Yeah, there she goes. There she goes. We'll see her twice before she's gone forever. choose Yori. Well, I mean, I will be choosing Yori next, even though it's last. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think that you're the only one who indulged her as much as you have. I think you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't want to do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. Well, I care about her and the club. It's also unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. I am here, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when others have turned away, the legend that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a drying quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes to find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. We seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with this breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Ironic, yeah. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers of those sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. Anyway, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I notice. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? That's pretty true, most things are sad. Though there are a few happy writing things. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Because they're two-dimensional. Ha ha ha. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And to Yuri. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. Or I should leave her be for now. Oh, we just completely, like, See ya, Yuri. Not even gonna look at you. I actually really like the song that Monica writes. It's a pretty good song. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me? Or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. I think it's because we haven't gone near her. Like, we've only chosen Natsuki's route. So it's like, just completely does not let you talk to Yori. Because she hasn't gotten close to you, I guess. That's right. You deviated from your unusual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yori isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is a common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helped lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. When she's actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Literature club. The lit club. Oh. That curious expression coming from Yori of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavours. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me with the design. As for Yori, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yori? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder for you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yori, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yori's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yori. But anyway, that just leaves you, Aunt Beano. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yori have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I could really, I'd be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. Yeah. As soon as you click play, the game goes wrong. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you mentioned you would like to handle the baking on your own. And Bino may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decisions anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Ambino too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. Oh gosh, press the wrong button again. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. Oh gosh. Oh wow. It must be messed up then if it got banned on here. In the end, I think it's up to Ambino to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten any chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah, Ambino, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. I'm going to go with Natsuki. We're going to go make cupcakes. Well, baking sounds like it could be a lot of fun. And you guys make it sound like a lot of work. Made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a lot of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because I... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Oh. Make me feel like a bad person a little bit more, Yuri. Jesus. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yeah. Everything except for the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Ambino? Thank you, Hop Gaming, for following. I appreciate it. Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might be feeling a little underappreciated in general, having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hand on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you're really the most talented one here, and you're going to help to make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, The cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yori isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki is trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. If you watch like playthroughs on YouTube, I'm pretty sure PewDiePie does the Yori route, so you could look up his playthrough. Most of the big YouTubers do Yori's route, so you can always look into that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she hates me. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah, yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yori out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Oh yeah. It's like, hi everyone watching. It's a bit rude to be recording me, but hi. It's like what she says or something. We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realised you didn't have any way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You'd better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I would have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. For the weekend, yeah. Chosen Natsuki's route. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say that you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that sorry that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so yeah, I got a choice. I chose Natsuki. It gave me a choice between all of them, actually. I didn't even think Sayori and Monica were even choices. I thought it was literally just Yori and Natsuki, but no. Yeah, I chose Natsuki. Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there is no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. It's just a chance I have to make something happen between us. I don't know, maybe you missed it. It was definitely there. I did click it quite quick because obviously I know I'm going to go with the Natsuki route. I clicked it quite quickly. You might have missed it. Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. How's the camera doing? Seriously, I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. Oh, I missed that. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She almost had a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. I put Natsuki aside. I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. Oh yeah, because it kicks you. It's like, no, you can't choose them too. You're not allowed. Why give me the choice? It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's in her room. Yeah, they just all shout at each other because they want the main character. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Ambino. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. I haven't... oh no, thinking it's gonna be it. It's not yet. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Not yet. It's not Rip yet. I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Hehe. If you came over more often, then... Yeah, in the morning. It would be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. Yes, I can. There you go. You're welcome. That's not good, Ambino. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. This is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori's shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Your internet is garbage. Oh, so is mine sometimes, you know. Streams are just like, no, not gonna happen. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Ambino. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are we talking about? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Ambino? I guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Ambino. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But I also feel like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Oh, well, if that's what you were waiting for, I'm probably not. I can only stream for another 10 minutes, and then tomorrow I will be streaming at the exact same time as I did today. So all the scary stuff will probably be in tomorrow's stream. Because I can literally have got 10 minutes that I'm able to stream for. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone else in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. I don't understand. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Ambino. There's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you that what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking once again, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ambino, Sayori, I don't care if you're being selfish. I'm really happy that you've convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough, I think I said. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Ambino. Sayori isn't hugging me back, despite my arms being wrapped around her. Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Ambino. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. This makes my throat really dry. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Sayori gently puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything, and it's really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Ambino. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain, but your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. Oh, sorry, shaking everything. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. You'll see tomorrow, okay? I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On my way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she's texted me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey, I don't know what I was expecting. Seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because we're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. We'll go for a couple more minutes. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't come all this way. To find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't have them already at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Ambino? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed Natsuki's bag, the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Ugh, this is ridiculously heavy. I carried it all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. But it's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Oops, I skipped that. Natsuki is cute. She is, isn't she? He's a cute little bean. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... No, Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you were thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. That's a bit creepy, like. Apparently no, according to her. Yeah, apparently. Gross. Hey. Was that to me? Who else? Man. Let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Ambino. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of their bag, we get started. Okay. I'm gonna call it, this seems a good place to finish for the day. I'm gonna call it a day on the stream. And yeah, same time tomorrow I should be back. Not this time, but at the same time I've been streaming for. I should be back tomorrow for streaming again, and I'll carry this on and hopefully finish it if I have the time. So yeah, I hope to see you all tomorrow when we finish the stream. I know, but yeah, it's been fun. Thank you to everyone who's dropped by. We get to the real good juicy parts tomorrow. So I hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye.